On this episode of Political Personalities with Skye, we are at the EmblemHealth Neighborhood Care Center in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, meeting with CEO Karen Ignani and Congresswoman Yvette Clarke. Today we're going to be speaking about the government's role in advancing healthcare outcomes in this community. Been representing this district for a fairly long time.
Absolutely.
And tell us a little bit about the healthcare concerns that your constituents expressed to you.
Absolutely. I think that we need to put healthcare in context for Central Brooklyn. I'd say decades now, we've all acknowledged that there was a health disparity, that the people, the working class of Central Brooklyn really didn't gain access to quality health care, and oftentimes had their health care needs met in the emergency rooms. And I think the pandemic really brought to light just how vulnerable this community was. The virus COVID-19 went through this community and really ravaged it.
What we do here in our neighborhood care center is we treat the whole person. We are their community allies. We deal with where they have problems with transportation. They have problems with well-being. They need help. They need guidance. They need classes. They need support. They need someone to talk to. We can help with that. We do help with that. We also link them to community resources, which is why the team here behind me is just so important and integral to the community. But we're also connected right by this wall to a thriving primary care practice, AdvantageCare physicians.
Unfortunately, New York has the distinction of having one of the highest maternal mortality rates. And it's up to each and every one of us to get in there and deal with this, work with our expecting moms to be able to have healthy deliveries and to maintain their own personal health. The work that I've done with respect to maternal health has to do with the convergence between mental health, substance abuse, and making sure that we have the healthiest moms possible. So I've introduced the Maternal Mental Health and Substance Abuse Act. And this legislation would essentially open up the aperture for us to do the type of work that we need to do and dedicate the resources for mothers who may be struggling around substance abuse, struggling around their mental health, and providing them with the undergirding, the care that they need to be able to become healthy themselves, but deliver healthy babies.
Mm-hmm. Congresswoman Clarke was able to secure a ton of funding for EmblemHealth. Now, tell us about, Karen, the services in addition that you'll be able to provide here with that additional funding.
I am so grateful for your leadership. Every dollar that we are receiving is going back to the community. And it's so exciting to see. It's all about well-being. You talked about the importance of well-being. That is how we are going to invest what you have secured for us. Bringing more classes, more support, hiring additional social workers, peer counselors, and do our part to make sure that we're helping people navigate through a very, very complicated society at this time.
The opportunity to do this are very few and far between. Healthcare has been one of the areas of concern for me, and everything that I could do to, again, undergird, to build up our capacity to meet the needs of the people of our constituency was what I was focused on doing. And let's be clear, we are in a mental health crisis right now, and I think we've been in one before, but so much more of it has come to light since the pandemic and the fallout from COVID-19, that there's more talk now of the therapies that are required to meet mind, body, and soul. And I'm grateful for that, because I think that the more that people recognize that there's no stigma and no shame attached to seeking help and to receiving help, the better off we'll be. So let me say how proud I am and how honored I am to have this facility in the 9th District of New York, and the willingness of Emblem to expand and widen their aperture to provide these services to the people of the 9th District of New York.